I had a Hall of Famer come up to me and said to me, quote, Steph Curry would not have averaged more than 17 points a game. And now, obviously, I think that person should have been drug tested when he said that to me. But then I quieted down because he wasn't talking about his skill set. He said, in our era, we would have hurt him. He said, we would have hurt him. He said he would have had to run through picks. He wouldn't have been as protected by the officials. The game is exponentially more physical now than it was then. Remember when he came into the league with the ankle injury? He'd have never recovered from that with us. We'd have made sure they would have tripped him every chance we got. They wasn't talking about basketball. They were talking about this is the elements that come with the game that we had to endure that these guys don't have to even think about. Now, of course, from a talent perspective, the talent is clearly superior now to what it once was. Evolution kicks in. You learn from the predecessors. You take it to another level. There's no surprise there. But the problem is when they were playing, they were judged so harshly. And all of those things were taken into consideration that they look at it now. Rule changes, no hand checking, and all the absence of physicality that exists now compared to what once was. The road traveled was far less arduous than it is now in their eyes. And they're saying, if these brothers had to go through what we went through, and so when they're hearing these players talk, they expect to hear that level of appreciation. And when these guys don't sit up there and say, I'll put you this way, close it by saying this. If today's players came out, and I'm not saying they should, I'm just talking about them compared to the old players. If today's players came out and said, man, I'm glad I wasn't playing during y'all era. I'd have got mugged. They'd have beat the hell out of me. If they said something like that, that
ends the whole thing.
That ends everything.
It ends the whole thing.
I'm sorry.
Whoopsie.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Here.
But I'm saying to you, they would have been like this.
Some tissues.
Today's players, if today's players did that, the guys would go like this. All those old school guys would stand down.
I just feel like we spend so much time, are you good? We spend so much time praising the past generation that we don't focus enough on the current generation. And I think it's hurting the NBA and in the conversation. We don't do this in any other sport.
In fairness.
Wait, let me just finish. We don't do this in any other sport besides the NBA, and we do it on this show.
That's not true.
Constantly.
That's not true.
Yes, we do. We celebrate the past and not today.
I'm talking about what you said about not other sports. That's not true. I don't care what sport we're talking about. We always compare errors. We always do it, no matter what sport it is. The NBA feels that way, what you just said. The players feel that way. That's what you just said. I understand that part. But the flip side to it is this. If a standard of greatness has been established and somebody's comparing you to that greatness, we're saying you're great.
All right, y'all. So there you have it. That was Stephen A. Smith. And now we got Jay Williams. He decided to press Stephen A. Smith and he tweeted this. Stephen A., you're too smart to keep pushing barbershop hearsay like it's a fact. A Hall of Famer told me Steph wouldn't average more than 17. Come on. Name the names, but don't bring it up to the table. Steph Curry broke basketball. He didn't just adapt to this era, he created it. So let's stop using anonymous ghosts of the past to discredit the present. Okay, so that was Jay Williams, and he's not the only one who's basically agitated, as Stephen Smith is referring to his secret sources. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.